Hello, welcome back to Mom Talk. I'm Anna. With me today is Judy and Jacinda. And we want to remind you that Mom Talk is for you, moms. So get yourself some tea, come on in and join us. We are talking about marriage and making room for date nights.
Right.
Did you know that research from Focus on the Family says that 92% of couples who make date night a priority have increased satisfaction in their relationships?
Wow, that makes sense.
So ladies, I want to know, do you make date night a priority in your marriage?
It's hard,
It is
honestly, because
hard.
you've got kiddos, you got husband schedule, you got your own schedule. What I talked about a couple weeks ago with the busyness segment, that's what helps me is using that system where I plan. We have this much time for work, this much time for time together, and this much time for free time, and we got to schedule that date night in. Otherwise, our marriage really does suffer.
Yeah. So do you find that you do date nights pretty regularly?
Well, we have to fight for it. Sometimes we go for a stretch where we don't have one, and then we're like, why did we do that?
Yeah, and I bet you can feel the difference.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, we schedule too, and one thing, you know, money is tight. You and I both know ministry families don't always have the cash to throw down on the extras. So for us, we swap with another family. So their schedule and our schedule, they kind of force us to come together and have our dates. So we've got the free babysitting. But another thing that we do to kind of keep the money situation, you know, a non-issue is I give blood. I give blood regularly, not for the perks, but there are perks to giving blood. So they keep trying to give Right, okay. So I ended up getting a coupon book for my last donation as a promotion, but they're always doing things like that. So, you know, you can find ways to make date night work, even if money is an issue.
Right.
Right.
Well, that's a great idea. Go give blood.
So taking that tip.
Right.
Yeah. Well, for my husband and me, we're not the best at making sure that it's regular, but we really try to put it on the calendar, because if it's on the calendar, it's much more likely to happen, and then we are better about it. But yeah, that's something that we need to be a little bit more intentional about, for sure.
We should hold each other accountable.
That's
like seriously,
you know,
ladies,
really,
let's
that's
do
a
it.
good thing. Accountability is a huge help as well. Well, the three of us moms and our husbands decided to take a date challenge. So we were each given $25 to break out of our daily routines and plan a creative, meaningful date. And I want you to hear first. I asked my kids what they think about moms and dads going out on dates. Take a look. All right, girls, so why do you think mummies and daddies should go out on dates together?
Because they kiss and hug and so they can spend time together.
Yeah? Do you guys miss us when we're gone?
No. Uh-huh. And Daddy buys you skirts.
Does he?
And dresses.
Oh, that's nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right? Very real and to the point. Well, I want to show you the pictures that my husband and I took while we were on our date. This is one of my favorites. We were laughing so hard in the car, I told him to look excited. So you can see him looking very excited. We went to Laurel Caverns, which was so fun and creative. You can see how they have it all lit up and really adventurous. We headed over to Ohio Pile and looked at the Cucumber Falls, and I made him kiss me in front of the falls.
I'm sure you didn't have to make him do that.
Right. And there we are, just up on one of the lookouts, and such a nice picture. But it was really fun to be challenged to be creative. That was probably the thing that stood out to me the most.
You
because
can get bored.
Yeah,
you can get in this rut.
the rut, exactly.
Plan
Yep. All right, Judy.
my
tell us
turn.
about yours.
Well, we had to plan our date night. Here's our strategy, though.
Mommy, we need to go out on a date.
Right.
We need to go on a date. I know what we need to do. Here, take our money. Take our kids.
Here's a better idea. We are going to recreate first moments and special memories. Like, we're going to go where we first met. We're going to go on our first date. And we're going to go to another significant place that was one of our first that we just kept coming back to.
we felt like that this place in our life, we really needed to be creative to recreate some special first memories.
Right.
Because we're so, you know, focused on kids. We're so focused on not ourselves, not our relationship. So we felt like we needed to go back to the times where it was fresh and it was sweet and new.
Good.
So it was
Show
kind
us
of
your
fun. This is
pictures.
what we did. We went to where Travis met me. He made a vow when he was young that he would never pass up a Christian bookstore, and I'm so glad he didn't pass it up. So we met there. I checked him out. I even recreated that picture for you. Check him out, get it? And then we went to where we had our first date to Chick-fil-A. It does not have a play place either, so that was something kind of fun, you know. And we were there for 5.5 hours before they kicked us out, and then we went to another significant place where God really showed us his beauty. That's a scrapbook picture that Travis made me at this park, and we rode paddle boats and we read through that scrapbook, and I even broke my shoe. There's always adventure on our dates. But it gave us an idea too of what we should do for future dates. Go through that scrapbook he made me and go revisit those places. It did rekindle some good
Very
stuff.
fun.
Okay.
Fun.
Yeah.
All
Maybe,
right, Jacinda.
maybe you would like to see how we came to our family decision of our date.
Okay.
So what did you want to do for date night?
I was thinking golf,
I was thinking frisbee like old days.
but I want to go golfing.
I want to play frisbee.
You want to wrestle for it?
Okay. All right, ready? Go. Frisbee.
Golf!
Frisbee.
Golf!
Frisbee.
Frisbee golf?
I knew there was a reason I married you. Let's go.
Yes!
Nice.
Okay, maybe we don't always wrestle for our major decisions, but we we decided to go frisbee golfing, and this is what happened on our date. It didn't turn out the way that we wanted it to. We went, and when we got there, I had failed to remember that it was outdoors, so I didn't take my allergy medicine. By the time we ended the first hole, I was swollen up and I couldn't breathe, and I had 3 mosquito bites, and we're like, we're done. We can't do this. So we scratched that. There's our frisbees. I decorated mine because, you know, girls do that kind of stuff. We had a great time for that first hole, but then when things went south, we did what you have to do. You make it up. We went to Permane Brothers and decided to have sandwiches that way. We never really stopped in at Permane's, and you really should. And there is my my sandwich, and that's a precursor to the heartburn I had. But it was good. It was good.
Fun. Yeah. So fun to go out on date night. We hope that you get your calendar out as soon as this is done and schedule a date night.
Yes.
So we've had a lot of fun with this date challenge segment, but I want to take a few moments to let you know that we also understand that marriage isn't always filled with fun and laughter. So if your marriage is struggling, you are not alone. My husband and I, we've been married for 16 years, and if he were here, we'd both tell you that we've had to hold on to God with a fierce grip so that things would not fall apart. If you feel things are crumbling beneath you, run to God. Grab hold of his hand with a fierce grip and don't let go. He will sustain you and strengthen you as you walk through this difficult time. Friend, God has an amazing plan and future for your marriage. As you fiercely hold on to God, I want to leave you with this scripture. It's from Isaiah 41:13 and 14. And it says, "For I am the Lord your God, who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, do not fear, I will help you. Do not be afraid, for I myself will help you, declares the Lord your Redeemer." Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you next time on Mom Talk.
Oh, I just love Mom Talk. They always provide such great, good tips. I always laugh. Don't you?
Well, the little girl was right. They did kiss.
And it gave such encouragement for those who may be struggling, just to have a grip and know that the Lord's always with us. That's awesome.
It is.